Hello, lovely people. I hope everybody's having a lovely day and had a lovely 24 hours. So, as you can see from the title, what would you love about your future spouse? Okay, what would you love about your future spouse? Remember to like and subscribe to support my channel. And if you want a personal reading, you're gonna find my email down in the description. Just send me an email with your question. I don't need your details or anything like that if you're a private person. But some people feel like they really need to explain the story. So go ahead and explain that if you're someone who's like you need to explain something or you don't know what kind of question to ask, as I can help you with that. So you can find the rules and the prices, everything is down there. And go subscribe to my other channels if you want to. They are mentioned on the front page. They're two channels, Chill with Ella and Down with Music. So as you can see, I got Mexican candy. I've done a video about Mexican candies there. Then I ordered another one because I wanted to eat it. Then I noticed that I'm getting different candies. So maybe I'm gonna do a different video, like another video. I ate a candy, it was really good. So let's start this reading. What would you love about your future spouse? One, two, three, four, five. Just to keep you hopeful about love, and there's like no fuck boys, fuck girls. There's someone that you're actually gonna love, in the future, and you're gonna marry actually. Okay, if you're not married. Anyway, what would you love about your future spouse? It could be like your next spouse. It could be divorced or something like that. Okay. One, two, three, four, and five. Choose one. People, remember, if you like my reading, you can donate for a link down. Is for charities for refugees. So you can donate any kind of amount of money if you want, because and you can look at pictures there, so you can see where you want your money to go, what kind of place, and they will send you an email telling you where your money is going. Okay, they will tell you what do they do with your money and how to. Okay. Anyway, choose one. Let's start with number one here. What would you love about your future spouse? This candy that Top didn't try, obviously. Number one, what would you love about your future spouse? Ooh, 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 ooh. Juice, juice, juice. Let me drink my coffee. Because this is the juice, okay? Number one. Number one, for some of you, I do feel like you're gonna be like marrying this person as a force, or it could be traditional, or it could be someone that you don't know, or it could be someone that you literally after a breakup that you're gonna meet this person and you're not ready to love this person. It could be as a friend at first or something like that because you're not opening your heart to this person. Or it could be like a stranger. It could be an arranged marriage. It could be in a country where it's very traditional. It could be like an arranged marriage or something like that you meet through friends and family, or it could be like not even arranged. It could be just a family person, like bring this family. It could be your mother is very controlling, your father, and it's like meet this person like in dinner or something like that. I want you to like this person, or like in church group or something like that, some kind of religious place or something like that. And you're really not open to this person, or you're like not accepting this person because maybe you're not accepting the idea that you're gonna marry someone that you're blindsided or blind dating this person, something like that. Or it could be a friend or something like that, because at first you're not opening your heart and you could literally have feelings for another person. You could literally be just getting out a divorce or a breakup or something like that. I do feel like a breaking heart here, a broken hearted person, that you could be literally broken hearted when you meet this person, that you're not willing to see this person. I do see the highlight of this relationship, that healing your wound, healing your broken heart. I do feel like you might like this person so much and you love your future spouse because they made you have faith. Like look at this person, different person. Like you were like that gloomy, dark person or something like that. Or when it could be just as simple as like when you met this person, you had no hope in love or relationship or romance or something like that. You had a lot of people who broke your heart, narcissistic or something like that, or just something bad. It could be not in a love situation. It could be just you are going through something dark, something bad. Okay, so just see you going through something dark, and this person gonna change your feeling, gonna change your opinion about love, and gonna make you sing again, sing love songs, and gonna make you feel happy. I do feel like gonna love this person because they're gonna make you get out of depression phase. Also, it could be like just recently lost someone or something like that, or someone passed away. And this person gonna be like your future spouse, gonna make you feel happy, gonna make you have color again. Also, your future spouse gonna be your biggest I feel like you're gonna reject this person so hard at first. You could be very defensive or someone who doesn't understand love. I do feel like your future spouse gonna make you understand love. Gonna make you know what love is. It's gonna make you know what relationship is. It's gonna make you understand like this is true love. I care about you. You could not have any people around you who respect you or care about you. You could like been grown up in a situation where you had to kind of protect yourself, or you were the person who was like always the adult in your family or something like that. Even with your parents, or even if you think you had love, you didn't have that much love. It's like your parents were giving you breadcrumbs or something like that. They were not there all along or something like that. And something is gonna change when you meet this person, because you're gonna blossom to who you are, and you're gonna love this person because this person kind of brought something positive like in the service in you and made you feel like you are talented, you are beautiful, you are handsome, you are that. I do like always love this person because they brought this side of you that you never thought that's there. They made you feel a certain way that you never thought that you could feel, and it kind of made you see life differently. You're always gonna love this person because of that, and they're always gonna continue to make you feel this way. So I do feel like this is the highlight, because you love them for making you feel this way, and you never want to go back to the feeling that you had before, or to what your family or whoever made you feel this way. I do feel like your future spouse is a very colorful person. A person is very respectful. I do feel like your future spouse could be very respectful in a point where they're not gonna take bullshit from you. So they're gonna say no to you, and you're gonna love them for saying no to you, because you could have toxic behavior, toxic trait that you literally love your future spouse for saying no to you, or for holding your hand and telling you no, do not do that, because nobody told you that before, or it was like just an attacking environment. I do feel like you're gonna love your future spouse because you're gonna respect what they're saying to you, because you're gonna know your future spouse saying no to you not in a way to degrade you or to make you feel low about yourself. They're saying no to you to things that's really toxic for yourself, and you're gonna always love them saying no to you or telling you do not do that. It's not in a way to kind of have control over you. It's just you're gonna understand this later. You're gonna love that about them, because you know when they say no to you that they really love you. When they tell you no, they really love you. So you trust them, and you literally feel their care when they say no to you, or they tell you no, do not do that, because you feel like you're coming from a place that of love, and you never had a person saying no to you in a place of love. Maybe you had people who like saying no to you to put you down, or saying no to you to not make you successful, and you're gonna understand this person successful. You could be a business owner, you could have some kind of success for some of you, or that, and you have a lot of enemies who or relationship that made you, they told you no, or they told you something to feel better about themselves, or they told you a negative thing about yourself. You're gonna know when your future spouse says something negative about you, they're trying to help you grow, something like that. You're gonna love that they always help you grow, and you always grow, and you're gonna love who you are with them. I do see you're always gonna love who you are as a person with them compared to who you were with your exes or your family or whoever toxic, because you're gonna know who you are. You're gonna be like, hold on, I actually see myself in a different way because of this person. So maybe you had a lot of people who told you that you're negative, or told you there's a lot of things about you is negative, and you're gonna look at yourself from a different lens when you're with your future spouse. It could be also your family in law, something like that, because you're gonna be like, I'm that person, and your future spouse is gonna be like, you're not that person. I don't know why people telling you that you're that person, because you're not that person. Whatever you're doing is right. You could have a lot of narcissistic people in your life before you meet this person, and they're gonna be like really making you be who you are more. Maybe a lot of people try to tell you that you need to grow, or you need to heal yourself, or you need to kind of fix yourself because you're negative, your personality is bad. And you're gonna love that they encouraging the toxic behavior, or people made you think that those behavior are toxic. This future spouse is gonna encourage whatever people thought is toxic, because it's not toxic. They're gonna encourage you to be who you are, and they're gonna grow you to be who you are. Do you feel like you feel confident in yourself, and you feel like you don't have this anxiety or thought? So do you feel like something toxic or negative that you used to have, like anxiety or depression or something like that, or addiction, gonna go away when you are with them, and you're gonna feel life is easy? I do feel like I'm hearing like they make love easy, or life is easy, and you always gonna feel like, wow, like I feel my life is totally different. I don't like my life is easy, love is easy, everything is easy. It's not what I expected to be. Like maybe you had a lot of people who made you feel this way. And about just a different life you're gonna enter with your future spouse that you're gonna love. What you're gonna love about your future spouse, they have some kind of quirky things that they do. It's kind of like cute and funny. They could like chew when they're eating, or they could just like sit on a table a certain way, like, or they could dance like really funny. There's something like really quirky and funny about them that you're really gonna think is adorable, and you laugh a lot. Your future spouse could be from a different race or different nationality or country or whatever for some of you, and they could have something is just totally different than you. So like when they try to do whatever your nationality or your race do, it's kind of look funny because they try to kind of blend. Could be a traditional dance. They try to be something or try to speak your language. It's kind of funny when they try to speak your language or something like that. Okay, so I do feel like something funny here. What you gonna love about your future spouse, that they are kind of like they're protecting you. I do feel like you're someone who had to protect yourself all your life. Hey honey, how are you? You have to protect yourself all your life from enemies or something like that. You become in a place where you're very depressed because you feel like you're in a constant struggle with protecting yourself from something bad. Okay, I do feel like they're gonna take that out of you. They're gonna take this burden out of you, like off of you. I do feel like also the anxiety, as I said, they're gonna take it out of you. I do feel like they're gonna protect you and they're gonna be your protector. Or you're gonna feel very protected with this person from something that was. It could be like something little, but you cannot tolerate. I do have some of you. It could be just something that you have to do it daily in a daily basis, and if something doesn't match with your personality, and you really don't wanna do it, and you wanna have to stop. Like you wanna just stop doing it, but you cannot. I do feel like your future spouse gonna take that burden away from you because they could do it naturally, whatever it is. So I do see that. What you're gonna love about your future spouse, I do feel like they have this like they could struggle with being angry, or they struggle with communicating their anger. They have a different way to communicate their anger, and I do feel like you're gonna love their way because you could be a very explosive person, or you could be a person who like not explosive, but you say shit without thinking sometimes when you're mad, and it could be a negative thing or something that you like lash out, or sometimes you say things that you regret saying. And your future spouse is not like that, and so you're gonna love that they are different than you when it comes to anger or fighting, because if they're gonna be doing the same thing, then you both are lashing out at each other. It's like your future spouse has a different like way to express that they're angry at you. It could be like very petty, but it's not like petty in a certain way. It could like go to sleep early, go out not talking to you, then next day just simply not talking to you on breakfast or something like that. I do feel like you're gonna love that. I do feel like you're gonna love that they kind of making you know that you're angry. They're not ignoring, or that they're angry or something like that. But at the same time, they're not lashing out, and they kind of waiting for you to speak whatever you said. And you're gonna love that they kind of challenge you to speak that you've done a mistake or something like that. Something about the fighting is just in a balance for you. You it could be like other people may not like that, but you like the way they communicate that they're mad at you. Okay, it's not in a hurtful way, something like that. It's just in a way that you understand. You understand they're mad at you, something like that. It'll be like you're gonna love their hometown or a place that you go to. You're gonna love about them where you're gonna go to. You could not speak the language, as I said, for some of you, or you could speak the language because it's general energy and the prayers are loud here anyway. So you could not speak the language, or you could speak the language. So you might go to their hometown, you love their country, something like that. There's a places that you go there and you really love. Maybe it's a cultural thing. They could be from a different culture that you love how they introduce you to the culture in a way where they're local, like how local are, and they could speak a different language. It could be from a cool place, like a place that you always wanted to go, but you always were a foreigner and you don't speak the language or something like that. And now you feel like you're like a local in that place or something like that. It just really cool to you, or really you love that. Or it could be just a different city. Okay, you really love where they're coming from, or you could love their hometown, or they could have a farm or something like that. For some of you that you love wherever their hometown or where they come from. Okay, I do see you. What you love about your future spouse, I do see you love that they could literally make you not you could be very self-conscious when it comes to sex or your body or naked or how your body look like or something like that, and you feel comfortable. They make you feel comfortable with what your body shape look like or how you look like, or you could have scars, or you have like some cellulite or whatever, or you could just be also skinny, whatever your body shape. You could be a little bit insecure sometimes, or you are scared that someone not gonna be attracted to you one day, or just something like that. And they're gonna always make you feel attractive, whatever like your shape is. And you're gonna be like, are they like not noticing that I gained weight? Are they not noticing that I look a mess today? Are they not? They always attracted to you. They always gonna encourage you. They feel like your future spouse always gonna be attracted to you. You're almost gonna feel like they just love me, like literally. I do see that. Okay, let's go to number two. Number two, what would your future spouse love about you? Got this lollipop with the border and Mexican candy. Number two, what would your future spouse love about you? I do feel like your future spouse. Okay, this is like the juicy. Okay, I do feel for some of you, you might have a conflict with something around your future spouse at first when you meet each other. Or you, the first year of marriage, they're gonna love you. Don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of conflicts gonna be happening. Or the first day of, first month of like dating or something like that, because of family members or situation that happening in your life or their life. I do feel like your future spouse could be blind of like who their enemy are. They have enemies around them. They could have enemies as a friend. It could have enemies a family member who want to take something from them or something like that. And it's just gonna be a little bit rough, but this is what they're gonna love about you, okay? I do feel like they love your roughness because I do feel like the future spouse literally is bothered, but at the same time, they don't know how to control the situation. They could be bothered with family members taking advantage of them, or they could have a baby mama, baby daddy. They have a mess around them that could be very not messy to you. Could like you look at it as a dumb mess, like you look at it as like a really stupid. Like you could do that or do that. It's just a personality something. I do see a future spouse doesn't know, they're kind of blind and they don't know, they kind of, those people hit them blindsided. They don't know how to control those people or control this mess, either a baby mama or family members or something negative around them. And when you see this mess, you're gonna see this mess as a stupid mess. Like you're gonna look at a mess as like what? Just like do that and do that. I do feel like they're gonna love your roughness because I do feel like you have a backbone or you could lash out really easy or something like that. Or you could have like you could be scary. Like you could be scary. Like if you're gonna be explosive, you're very scary, or people can respect you. They know you're angry and they know you mean what you say when you say it. I do feel like they're gonna gain a lot of wisdom from you, and they're always gonna love taking your advice on something. I do feel like your future spouse love that you're wise and they take wisdom from you and they come to you for anything. I do feel like your future spouse could be also successful. They could be like in a high position in life or something like that, but they love that they can come to you for advice and you actually can give them good advice. Okay, something like that. I do see a future spouse love that you sometimes tend to kind of like pretend that you're not into something but you're into it. Like you have a tendency to show like you don't want to show that you really want to have sex or something like that, and you try to don't start it or something. You have a playing game some kind of way. Like you play that you're not into it but you're into something, and they love that when you play that not into it, or you're mad at them, so you play that you don't want them or something like that. You have some kind of like childish game or something like that. They love that. They you sometimes play that you're not into something or you don't want to do something, but you actually want to do it, and they know that you want to do it, but you don't want to be like saying that you want to do it or something like that. Like, no, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. You don't want to be like, oh, I really like that. Oh, I'm excited. You don't want to be like that. You don't want to like you have like this thing about you that you collect it. Okay, you collect your energy together, and you have this like kind of boss. I don't want to bluff. I don't want to see anybody see me bluff. But you're like a child inside. You're like tiny things or something like that, and you hide in that part. They always try to hide your excitement or something like that, and they just try to get it out of you. And they love like when you just get it out, like get it out of you. They love when they get it out of you, something like that. Okay, love like when they get that thing out of you, whatever thing, like they get that. Okay, like the lovey or the excitement thing out of you, because you could be someone who's like doesn't get easily excited. Or for some of you, it could be like different. It could be like you not easily get excited about anything, and sometimes like a lot of things that doesn't make you happy, like could be like expensive shoes, bags, or something like that. It doesn't make you happy. There's like things that makes you feel happy, and other people don't know, and not everybody can know that, and not everything excites you. Just like normal, everything's normal, and they love finding the excitement, like what excites you, and see you excite, because you could be someone who's like very natural with your expression. Okay, like you, if you're not excited, you're gonna like your face gonna seem like you're not excited. If you're excited, you're gonna be so excited, and they really love like seeing what really excites you or something like that, and give you like things that really makes you feel happy. It could be gifts or something like that. They could really love giving you gifts and seeing your excitement. They just really live for your excitement. They love like when you're excited. They love you like your energy, something like that. Okay. What your future spouse love about you could be very chic, or you dress up really nice, or you look very nice, or you could also very hot. I do feel like your future spouse love showing you off like in public, or love taking pictures with you, or like, this is my spouse, this is my spouse, like it look really hot. They love just posting pictures with you like together. They feel like you're really a hot couple, something like that. If your spouse could love like appearances or how you look nice, they could be a fire sign, they could be an earth sign, whatever sign they are, but they love looking really nice. Okay, could be a Virgo, they could be a Capricorn, Taurus, they could be a Leo, Aries, Sag. I'm seeing those signs. I'm seeing like whatever. It could be water sign also for some of you. Cancer, whatever sign. So some people will like what. Anyway, so I see like your future spouse really love posting pictures of you and love showing you in public. But I do see that your future spouse love how other people look at you. They could also be jealous, but I do feel like they love like when you walk in public or in area. I'm seeing like a specific place. It could be their work or something like that because there's a specific place there. They like when you walk there and people look at you and like wow, and then you come to them and they know that you're married to them or something like that. It could be work or something like that, okay? Or they love like when you walk to their workplace or some area and then they be like, oh my god, is that your wife or husband or something like that. They love bragging about you, okay? They feel like your future spouse love bragging about you. What your future spouse love about you? And I feel like they love your personality a lot. So whatever your personality is, they love how you talk or your personality or something like that. I do feel like your future spouse love that about you. I'm seeing here something about like you're very independent. They love that you don't like you're very independent, that you don't ask for anything. So they love it when you ask for help or when you like when you kind of like, okay, I want you to help me with that, because they do feel like you're someone who doesn't ask for help a lot and you're very independent. And also they respect that. It could be different and it could be very like you're like we're alone or you're very independent in something with yourself, so you have something that you like creating something with yourself. Whether your future spouse could have a lot of money, they could be very successful, and you could be someone who's like you don't feel good, like okay, you're gonna have your money, if I'm gonna take your money or something like that, I don't feel really good and happy with it because I don't feel like I'm the one who achieved it. So I feel like future spouse love that you have your own thing, your own personality, and this is the most thing they really love about you. Could be because you have your own personality. You're not like just a shadow, not their shadow. You have your character, you have yourself. And I feel like they had a lot of partners before that they were like just a shadow. Like they had their personality. They was like, can you do something about you, about yourself, about whatever. I do feel like they had girlfriend or boyfriend who were like they thought that they were something, but they end up being a shadow, and they just maybe just have an Instagram page that they just have a lot of followers and they actually don't do anything. They just post pictures of themselves or something. It's not saying it's a bad thing. It could be also not pictures of themselves really good, like really nice. It just could be they try like they pretend that they have something in their life. They don't have something in their life. A future spouse could be a very hardworking person, and it could be a person who like built something for themselves. Or even if their life was shit for them, they always try to kind of follow their goals or have a motive. And they love that you have a motive, even if life shit is shit. But they really love it when you ask for help for them because you never ask. Okay, I do feel like your future spouse love that you have babies with them, or you're pregnant with their baby or something like that. They could really love that you're pregnant with their baby, or they love that you love their baby if they already have a baby or a child. I'm seeing that. Let me drink my coffee. I do feel like your future spouse love they cannot understand something that you do in your life. You could do something for a living, okay? And it just seems very complicated to your future spouse. And their love is very complicated for them because this person could really know a lot of things in their life, and they could know a lot of things, and they love that you have something that they cannot figure out. So it's very complicated, and they look at it as just like how the fuck like you learned all that, how the fuck they feel like it's just a talent or something like that. So I'm seeing that. I'm seeing a lot of things here. I do feel like your future spouse love that you know a lot of places, or you are very familiar with things that they're not familiar with, so they could learn from you. So you could be very familiar with different personalities. You know how to communicate in public or communicate with people for some of you, okay? Number 3, what your future spouse love about you? Hi, Bibos. How are you, Bibos? Bibos? Bibos, there's this candy that I really want to eat so bad. I want to try this candy. It looks really nice because it looks fluffy. There's something inside. I think it looks like that. There's another candy, like a layered candy, something. Number 3, what your future spouse love about you? They love your dick and pussy a lot. They love your sex. They love your sex a lot. They love your you could express love by sex and passion. You're very passionate, a very sexual human being, and they love that about you. You could express everything with sex. Like when you're angry, express it with sex. Or you're very sexual. You always have a desire for sex. And this person could always have a desire for sex and they always want sex, but they never had a partner who like can catch up or follow up with them, or they really love that you always want them or you always want to have sex because it could be just exactly like you. I feel like your future spouse love how you're creative with sex and how you see sex the same way that they see, or it could be like you see sex different than them. So they feel like they can learn from you, or you could have a different. They could not learn this about you from the first time. They could learn that later that you express a lot of emotion with sex. Like you could express. They could just see sex as okay, I love you, I'm gonna have sex with you. But they later on they could see that sex is more for you, and they could literally love having sex with you because of the different emotion that you show them, or from the different layers of okay, what sex is to you. It could be like sex to you is different. Like you could have sex with anybody, but sex with you is different. It's like you could have a lot of kinks, and they're gonna understand the kinks that comes like with you is not like the kinks are like more like I love you, I'm gonna try something with you because I want to see if you trust me. I want to see if you like if I trust you, if we can build this trust. If you're gonna love me, then you're gonna trust me with things like that. Then we can build something together. Like when we have sex, that we don't have it with other people. Sex with you is different, but they gonna take a little bit time to wrap up, like to just understand how your sex is or something like that. Also, you could have sex like when you're mad, and they could not understand that because you could be very violent when you're mad or something like that, or sex with you like that. Or you could have sex when you feel sad and you feel sad about them. Or you could have sex when you want to cuddle them or love. Could not speak a lot. You could not be a verbal person or something like that. But there's a lot of things in sex comes with you, okay? Also, sex with you could just sometimes not like you want to disrespect them or something like that. You just want to see if they can trust you in certain way, or like if they're gonna do the same with you, like dominate you, or you dominate them. If you're gonna have this level of vulnerability, they might not see you as a vulnerable person or someone who speak a lot of emotion, but later on they're gonna see that this is actually too vulnerable, this is actually too loving, because you're willing to do things for them and they're willing to do something for you, and this is something that you don't do it with other people. Something like that about sexy. It could be like you're a very sexual human being, but your future spouse is gonna love your sex language. So you could have a lot of people who told you that you're a sex addict. You could be an alcoholic, or you could have a drug obsession, or you could have something that other people don't understand about you. Let me tell you something here. Your future spouse gonna balance you out. I do feel like your future spouse gonna love everything toxic that you think is about yourself. They're gonna love everything. I'm not saying that they're gonna give you alcohol and they're gonna be like, hey, drink your alcohol. They're gonna know how to balance you. So you could have a crazy obsession of like just getting lost in drugs or alcohol or something like that, or to feel yourself calm, and they're gonna know how to calm you, and they're gonna know how to balance you, and they're gonna exactly understand why you do those things. I do feel like they just gonna understand you. This is the thing that your future spouse gonna love about you. They understand you, and I do feel like you're gonna feel amazed that this person understand you without speaking, or they understand what you're doing right away. I do feel like your future spouse gonna understand you, and they're gonna love that you like things. It could be also toxic things. They're gonna love that you like those toxic things. It's not because they want you to do them. It's just because they're gonna know why you do them, and they're gonna see why you do them, and they're gonna know how to stop you from doing them. It could be like smoking, a drug, or whatever. They're gonna know how to stop you from doing them because they're gonna know what you need exactly. I do feel like your future spouse literally understand you, and they find you like to be like literally the missing puzzle for their beast. I do feel like your future spouse gonna be really in love with you with everything that you do. So it could be your twin flame, because I'm seeing like a beast like that collecting together. So I do feel like your future spouse gonna love whatever toxic things that you think that is toxic about yourself. I do feel like your future spouse gonna love how to they I do feel like they're gonna love how you appreciate something they do for you. You love something that they do, okay? And they're gonna love that you love it because they love doing it too. So it's like they're gonna love doing something for you, or they love doing something, and you literally love them doing that. So just like a perfect thing, like literally, I'm saying it's a twin flame thing, because this person just find you like, okay, I love doing that to people, and you love me doing that to you. So I love that about you, that you love me giving you that. Something like that. It could be like something that they always do, and they love that you love it, so they always do it to you. It could be also their work or something like that. You love their work, so they always give you something from their work or something like that. So I do see that. Your future spouse love that you're very You're very classy. I do feel like something is like, I'm not saying you're not classy right now, but something like later on in the future that you're gonna have, you could have a very classy job that's different than the job right now. You could have a job that's just high class, high standard, or just very chic for older people. It's not like I'm saying it's for older people or something like that. For some of you, it literally could have like a wine house or like a wine house or something, or you could live in a wine country. You could do wine, you could do like some kind of alcohol drink or something like that together. You could have a business in that, and it just the atmosphere that you have a lot of people coming to you there in the wine place, that it just very suitable environment for your future spouse, something like that. Okay, I do feel like some kind of environment that you're gonna create is very suitable for them, and they're gonna find themselves feeling like home in it or something like that. I do feel like your future spouse love your talent. You could be very good in some kind of sport. Oh, there, it's raining. I was just said water. It could be water sports, it could be diving or something like that. They love that you're talented in it, and they could like literally do things, activities together with you, or could learn from you. I do feel like your future spouse love how you could be a little bit sometime mysterious to read or stubborn to read or something like that, because they know how to crack your nut. I'm here. Yeah, your family member or something like that told you that you're hard to read, or you're like sometimes you could have like a tunnel vision, or you're just very stubborn, like your brain is like a nut or something like that. Nobody crack. If you just spouse, like whenever you come in this behavior, they love that they're the only one who can crack your nut or something like that. They know how to crack you up, like basically. It's like when you, it could be like making you laugh, could be like making you laugh how they making you like let go of something really fast or something like that. But they love how they're the only one who have power over you. They literally love that you only love them. I do feel like future spouse could be a very loyal person, so congratulations. So they love that they can trust you, that you're only gonna love them, they're only gonna love you, because this person could have trust issues and they could not trust anybody, and they could literally, this person, the kind of person who never marry anybody, or like always keep a 1 feet out the relationship. They could be like dating a person, then at the end they'll be like, "Hey, surprise, you're my fuckboy fucker," or something like that. Or just, "I literally like you, but I feel like we're not good together," or "How about we take a little bit longer? I'm still not sure." But they're gonna be sure about you, and the same way you to them. Number 5. People, it's raining. The sound it's rain, but take it as like a natural sound. I really like natural sound, but yeah. Number 4. Number 4. What your future spouse will love about you. Let me drink my coffee because it's speaking a lot. They will love that you're very successful. You have something that you created for yourself. You're very independent. I do feel like your future spouse could date. Maybe they dated other people who like they were not mature enough. They didn't take care of themselves. They always like struggling with finance. It's not because like everybody struggle with finance, whether like you're like rich or have a business or something. There's a time that you're gonna struggle with your business or something like that. It's just the the power to push through, and the power to like, okay, I'm not gonna be let on myself go and just cry about it in the bed. I'm gonna get another job. Like whatever job you work in is valid, and I feel like your future spouse respect that you take responsibility for things. Like you're very responsible. I do feel like they love that you're very responsible. Okay. Hey, honey. So they love that you're very responsible. I do feel like they maybe dated other people who are like not responsible. They end up taking care of that person, and this person was just like sucking their energy, energy vampire, or like they. Your future spouse is a very responsible person themselves. I do feel like they're gonna love that you're responsible too, because they don't want someone who's like always, they're always the one, they are always the responsible one in the relationship, because sometimes things can go bad, and they want their partner to kind of be also responsible in case something went bad, in case if you're gonna have children or something like that. I do feel like your future spouse love that you're very balanced. I do feel like they're gonna love that you balance them out, like in your personality and whatever you do. I do feel like you could do different things in life, or you could have different also personality trait, but you balance each other. So they're gonna love that your personality somehow balance them perfectly, because they cannot do something that you can do, and so vice versa. Vice versa. Cannot speak. I do feel like it's something about your dialect, or your the way you speak. Your future spouse can love your dialect. Maybe they love your dialect, or your language, or you could speak differently than them, or you could have different accent or something like that. I do see your future spouse could. I do feel like your future spouse is not a very like emotional person. They would not be very emotionally open at first or something like that. and it's okay with you, I do feel like this is a thing. You could be okay with their personality that nobody's okay with them. They could have like a personality trait that sometimes they kind of like they need space, or that sometimes they kind of be introverted, or they want to be alone, and you're very okay with that. You could be not very clingy, or you could be also clingy, but something is like it goes to balance, because there's something about them that nobody wants in a relationship, or like their exes never wanted that, and you could want that. This person could really like their space, or they could have a lot of work to do. Also, they could work a lot, okay, and you don't mind them working a lot. You could also have your own thing, or you could also find a place for you in their work, or you could literally blend your work together, or you don't mind them working, or you're not like, you could have a work that some exes they didn't trust them because of their work, whatever they work in. Could work in a place where they have a lot of people, a lot of like people flirting with them or something like that. And I don't feel like you don't mind that. I don't feel like you mind that, and you trust them, and they love that you trust them in their work. And you could also go to their workplace with them, and you're very confident in yourself that you don't feel like you don't feel like you're insecure. I don't feel like in the workplace, it could be in a place where a lot of exes, they were insecure in the workplace, and you're very confident and sure about yourself that you're not insecure in whatever they do. Also, they could be like high rated, like financially, they could have a lot of money. They could, maybe they had a lot of people who felt like when they had exes before, they kind of invited them in the workplace or with a group of friends, they kind of felt insecure. It's like, what would I dress up like? Those people are rich or something like that, or they could have really a rich status or rich family, something like that. They know that you don't give a fuck, and they know how you blend over, like you don't see yourself less than, because people are people, no matter if they're rich or not. We still all wear from H&M, like trust me, something like that, okay, or Zara or whatever. Like no matter what brand you wear, you're not gonna be like always wearing brands, because brands, they don't have good clothes. And if you're gonna be ended up wearing all your clothes are brands, only brands, then you got an issue. You want to prove that you have money, because they don't have a lot of clothes, something like that, okay. So I do feel like something about you, are just very confident, you're sure of yourself, and they're gonna know that you're sure of yourself, and they love that you're very sure of yourself, and you don't compare yourself to other partners or whatever they have. And you're not someone who's like a gold digger. Also, of course, they're gonna marry you because of that. I do see a future spouse really love how you look at life. You could look at situation differently, and this is the first thing they're gonna notice about you, that they're gonna know that you're the one right away, because it's just something that you're gonna say first time you're gonna meet them. Because maybe they had exes before, they said something when they looked at their work, or they looked at who they are, they said something different. Everybody says something different, and you're gonna look at it differently. You're gonna notice something different. The first thing, you're not gonna be like, oh my god, I don't know how much money, I'm not like that. You're gonna say something different, okay. You could also say something negative. You could say something like, I don't like that, or why are you wearing that, or like, what is that? You're gonna say something totally different, gonna blow their mind. I feel like you're gonna say something totally different, literally. Whatever thing that you're gonna say, you could like something or not, but totally different than their exit. So that you're like, how you're gonna look at it is just different, and they're gonna blow their mind, and they're gonna think about it like, okay, you didn't notice that. You actually noticed that, not that. Like you didn't notice that, but you noticed that. Like, let me think about it. They could be confused at first, because you could be like something different than everybody they met. You could met a lot of whole men or women. I do feel like your future spouse love how you are like. You could have a bestie or best friend or something that you do together. It is really funny, but it's really weird. I don't know why I saw that. Because you could have something like a best friend, or even their sister, their brother, their sibling, or in-laws, or you have a friend, okay? And your friend could be any gender. And you literally, your future spouse could have this thing that they're doing that a lot of exes are jealous of. And you're not jealous, yeah? You don't give a fuck. And they're confused about whatever. Like, you're not jealous in whatever thing going on. You could also look at it as like, why would I be jealous of Ahmed? I don't understand it. But they had hoes before, okay? They had hoes comparing themselves, or the gold diggers or whatever. And you're doing something online. You could have your friend or your besties, or you talking to someone. You could also have your friend, and you always post in your story, like could be Instagram stories or whatever story, Facebook, and you post a picture. And sometimes when they're at work, you post things, okay? Like you were like drinking wine, or you were having coffee with someone, and this literally could make them lose their fucking mind. They could be jealous all the time. And I do feel like they're gonna love that. They're gonna love that you're I feel like this is the thing because you make them feel jealous and nobody want to feel jealous, but they're gonna love that you don't give a fuck about what's going on in their life. And this your future spouse could be someone who's like always taking attention. Everybody give them attention, like everywhere around them, everybody give them attention except you. Like they could boast something and you're not giving them attention. It's not because you don't like what they're doing, your future spouse. It's just because you see them at home and you just know that it's their work. I do feel like you're gonna be confused as well from your future spouse because the future spouse had a lot of people kissing their ass. And you're just doing simple things like you could be just walking outside or something like that, and they literally want you to look at them. They're gonna love how you don't give them attention, and they're gonna really want to take your attention. They cannot even make you jealous or something like that. They want to take you. They're gonna appreciate when you look at their work or you look at them. It's like, I really like that. They're gonna know you really like that when you say you like that or something really weird here. Okay, I do feel like your future spouse love your fire. You could have a match fire, like literally about you. It could be a fire sign because you could like switch from being an angel to a fucking diva, like a fucking devil in a second. And they're gonna love that about you because it's scary, but at the same time, very it turns them on, but also kind of put them in their place. So I do feel like if you're about someone who's could be a little sometime a little bit kind of come like in arrogant way, or they have people kissing their ass all the time and they kind of got used to speaking loud. They could be also at first when you meet them they kind of like got used to getting whatever they want because they got a lot of hoes, but you're someone who's like you can speak back and you can have actually a conversation argument with them because nobody can have an argument with them because everybody kiss their ass. And you're someone who's like if you had enough you're gonna have enough. You're gonna have enough, like everybody gonna know you had enough of something, like everybody gonna know, like including them. They're gonna know they're fucked or something like that. They love that about you, that you put them in the right place and nobody done that. Could be not pleasant sometimes, but they love that you know how to put them in the right place. Like you know how to stop something, you know how to make them stop some bad habit. They love that you have a control of yourself. You have a personality. They never had person like with like strong personality or something like that, and you don't take bullshit. They love that you make them feel like okay, you're nobody. You know, it's like you're nobody. It's like really weird because they have a lot of people who kiss their ass and you kind of make them humble, like you humble them a little bit, or you make them feel like they're normal and you're normal and you're together. If they fucked up, they're not privileged with their fucking up because they had a lot of fuck boys, fuck girls who made them feel like you're privileged. Like if you fuck up, I'm just gonna be like really playing games with you and try to kiss your ass. They love how if they're gonna fuck up, they fucked up. Like there's nothing here. Like if you're gonna fuck up, you don't have a golden card just because you're famous or you have money or something like that. Okay. So, what your future spouse gonna love about you too? I do feel like they're gonna love how your lips look, or your skin color, or your natural color, or something about your natural color. They love your smell or something like that. They're always gonna love whatever you created together. So I do feel like you're gonna have a business together, maybe something like that. They love how you always they always have something with you. Like every year pass, you have something that you've done together. So you could have you could have a routine. You could be someone who's like activities or something like that. They love how you create a lot of memories together and a lot of activities together, something like that. Or you have a lot of memories together. Number 5. What your future spouse love about you. Remember to like and subscribe to support my channel. If you want to donate to the refugee link down in the description, I'm gonna post it there. So go ahead. I'm gonna send you an email with where your money goes. So just remember, because the weather is shitty right now, and there's a lot of people literally dying. I'm not joking when I say dying from not having money, dying from the cold, and dying from a lot of things. Okay, so just if you want to, no pressure there, but they're gonna tell you where your money's going. In case if you're someone like me, I like to know where my money's going because I work in a charity place. It's not like they steal your money or something like that, but I want to know that my money's going in a certain place that I put my money there. Okay, so they're gonna send you an email. Number 5. They nobody's like cheating in charity places. I'm not saying that, but in case if you're someone who's like really want to know where your money's going. Okay, number 5. What your future spouse love about you. Okay, speaking about like charity with number 5, I do feel like your future spouse love how you at first when you met them you kind of got them out of the mud. Okay, I do feel like they were in a very very darker place. They could also struggle with something, like they were homeless or not homeless. They could struggle with something like they could have abuse, drug abuse, they could have something very toxic. It could be also like they were a fuck boy, a fuck girl, or they could have like something very toxic about them. They kind of like hated life, or maybe you didn't even know that they hated life, or they hated everything. They could just reach a limit where they hated love, they hated everything. They kind of were a rebel. Okay, so then maybe like you kind of gonna meet them in a time where they're about to give up on life for some of you. Okay, some of you, they're about to kind of like end their life, where you maybe you don't even know, because it could be a very funny, happy person, loving person, and you don't see that like they're a strong person, but they were about to give up their life, or they were about to be suicidal or to kill themselves. But they love how you kind of free them from something. Like they love how you kind of came and kind of made them feel like, hold on, like hold on, actually this person makes me feel good, makes me feel weird. They could not like call it love, they don't want to call love something because they're depressed. They're just like, this person made me feel away, like they made me want to stay longer in life, or they made me want to like look, like they just want to see where it's going. And you kind of gave them a motive, or you kind of refocused them to their life again. You kind of like, hey, like you took them to the right road again, you took them to their life again, to their goals again. And maybe they were struggling with their life, they had a lot of stress, a lot of things they were dealing with, and you kind of like brought their focus again to do whatever they were doing. You brought their focus again. They're always gonna love how you kind of came in a darker life, or they found you when life were dark. It's almost like they found you and they loved you when things were dark. And also they're gonna love how you love them when things are dark. You love them when you, maybe your future spouse could be a very successful person, or you could not know who they are. Also, this person could, your future spouse could be literally from a very, very rich family, or a very rich something status. We found their family could be also like in a very loyal family, or something like royal family, loyal. I'm hearing something about loyalty here also could happen. Like they could also been through something with their family, someone backstabbed something or something, or they could also own something really big. Or they could be someone that you literally don't know who they are in their country, because it could be like a different country here. Because sometimes you meet someone famous in a different country and you don't know who they are, or you meet someone like, because you don't know who they are, you don't know anything about that country. Like if I'm gonna meet the prince of China or whatever, I'm not gonna know who he is. I never saw him. So something like that, okay? So, or it could be, for some of you, it could be like that. For others of you, it's not like that. But they're gonna love how you look beneath that. Like you maybe met them in a time that you don't know who they are. It could be just personality wise, they were depressed or something like that, and you literally love them when they were like in a darker thing, or like in a darker situation. And they're gonna think your love is very real, because you love them from like a darker situation. Some of it could be an online something, because they feel like you never saw them, or you love them from online, like talking to their personality, maybe look at pictures or something like that. You never met them, like people around them, like obsessed with them, and you literally like them for who they are, or you just like something that they said at first. It could be a love from first sight, it could be online, it could be something like that. But they're gonna love that you love them before you knew who they are, you knew what their strength is, or in a time where they were dark, okay? For knowing like they are that person. I do see a future spouse gonna love a lot how you look, find you very handsome, very attractive, like forever. They're gonna be attracted to you physically, so they're gonna be attracted to you physically all the time. I do feel like your future spouse love that you're kind of like the expensive things in life like them, because this future spouse could be someone who's like really like to spend money. I don't feel like this person is cheap at all. I do feel like if your spouse like to spend money, if they're gonna have money, they're gonna spend it. If they're gonna have money, they don't let money just die and the bank die with them. I feel like they spend money, and they love that you're not cheap. You also like them. You like to spend money. You like to kind of expand money, do things with money, and they're gonna love that you appreciate that. You're not someone like, oh no, this is too expensive, this is that, this is that. They love that you really like expensive things in life, or you have expensive taste, or you like to like spend things and money. Like I feel like your future spouse, someone who's like who doesn't mind like paying like for a vacation that is like that big of amount, like I don't know what 5-star hotels and I don't know what place, just to have a good experience, and they feel like you're the same. So they love that about you. They love that you understand their mindset. The future spouse feel like you understand the way of thinking, and they love that you understand the way of thinking. I do feel like the future spouse could be a very logical person, or very like an air sign kind of person who likes to talk and likes to be able to understand the point of view, and they love that you understand their point of view, like you understand their thinking in every kind of way. I do feel like you understand where they're coming from in any kind of conversation, or you understand the way that they speak. Could understand the personality, but the more like they speak or the thought, you understand their thought. I feel like your future spouse really love your tattoos, or some kind of tattoos. Maybe you're gonna get a tattoo of them for some of you, or their name, something like that. They love that about you. Drink my coffee because it got a little bit tight. A future spouse could be a very serious person. Let me tell you that. They are a very serious person. They could be very funny, but they're very serious when things go like when something is like when they have something to do, they're very serious. And they love how you calm them down, like how you make them laugh and you calm them down because it could be very someone who's like very stressful sometimes or very serious. Like they're gonna have to plan something, they plan it and they're very focused and they have rules and they book a lot of things or everything in order and you make them chill. You make them chill and you kind of balance them out. You make them chill and make them relax. You make them laugh and they love how you make them relax. I do feel like this person could be not very relaxed. Like sometimes they're not relaxed, okay? They could just go in a place and they're still thinking about a lot of things, a billion things in their mind. As I said, they're very air sign, but they love how you kind of calm their brain. You're like weed to them. Like you make them chill, you make them not stress, and you make them not think about a billion ideas. This person always think about ideas everywhere, even when they're relaxing, they're thinking about something. Okay, they love how you make them calm down. I do feel like your future spouse love how you know what they need because sometimes they don't understand their feelings. Again, with the air sign, because this person could not understand their feeling, and you could be someone who understands their feelings. Like upset sometime or moody, or they need time to think why they're feeling a certain way, where they're moody because they could not be connected to their emotion that often. Like you, they don't understand their feelings that way because they could be. That's why they're thinking a lot. Like air sign thinking a lot. Like they don't know if they're stressed. They were upset about something, they ignore it. They were upset about something the other day, they ignore it. They were angry, they ignore it. They're focusing on their work, and then there's a billion idea in their brain, and they need time, and they're upset with you because of something. They ignore it. They don't get emotional. So maybe they get angry, say something. They love how you understand why they're upset, like before they get to the conclusion why they're upset, or before speaking, or they maybe have a trouble like communicating what they feel exactly. Or they don't like to seem very emotional because they don't like the emotion. So sometimes they downplay their emotion in their brain, so they lie to themselves about what they feel. So they like, for example, they could be very jealous, and they don't like the idea that they're jealous. So they're gonna sit and think about it, and they're gonna be like thinking about it why they're jealous and trying to kind of change their feeling in their brain, like air signs. Like they're gonna sit in the so your future spouse like love that when they sit down and they're trying to kind of tell themselves, I'm not jealous. Like why am I jealous? They're trying to kind of explain to themselves that there's nothing to be jealous about, and then to calm down. They don't like to be emotional. They love that you know how to make their thought go away. Basically, they think their thought is going away, but you kind of know that they're jealous. So you know how to say something to kind of make their thought go away or something like that. Just an example, because this person could not like emotion at all. Okay, they could be very sensitive and very loving, but when it comes to emotion, they try to control the emotion with their thought all the time, basically. They feel like they love that when they're upset or they're mad, you understand, or you come to them. They could also have like a kind of like an ego or something. Like they get upset and they don't like to tell you they're upset. Like they just get upset with you and they don't want to tell you that they're upset or cry, and they just go like be upset. Like I don't want to talk to you. And they love that you know what they want. Like maybe they want you to kiss them or say sorry, but something like that. They love that you understand them. They could just really feel explosive with their emotions, something about their emotion. Okay, they love that you understand that they don't want to be emotional about stupid things, basically, and then they end up being mad and just like ignoring you or something like that. I do feel like your future spouse love that you kind of like you're gonna do something behind your future spouse back. Okay, I'm telling you, number 5, because they're gonna find out that later and they're gonna love that later. But I don't know what it is because it's general reading, because you might do something. Some of you might be stalking them, like you might be, because I'm seeing it's like you talking behind their back, like to them. Like you could be stalking them, and then later on when you get married, you're gonna be telling them that I was stalking you or something like that, or just like I was obsessed with you but I didn't want to tell you, or I was always checking on you but I didn't want to tell you. For others of you, I do feel like your future spouse gonna love that you were doing something behind their back for them all your life, and then they're gonna understand. It's just something weird. Okay, just tell me about it. So you might be like, you might know that they're not gonna like it at first, and then you feel like this is the right thing, and you kind of like did it, and then they're gonna end up liking it. It could be like you took a decision, a reckless decision, to think that whatever decision that they said that they want to do was wrong, and so you had to do it behind their back, and then you're gonna tell them that I did it for you behind your back, and I know you said you don't want it, but I know you want it now, something like that. Okay. Oh, you chose number 5. So what your future spouse is gonna love about you, you're cooking, you could cook really nice, or they love your food, or you're appreciating of food. They're gonna love that this is this thing about your future spouse. Your future spouse, someone who just cannot relax. They always have to do something on the run. They're always on the run. They're always on the run. They don't like sitting in one place, or they don't like sitting and chilling, just relaxing for a while. They could just always think about an idea, and they gonna love how you calm them down to be like, hey, how about not going out today? If we just could go outside every day. You're like, how about just watching a movie? And they're not gonna like it, but then you gotta make them like relaxing. Like they love that you're gonna like make them like things that they never had like the tolerance to sit and do something like that. Okay, gonna make them do things that they never like enjoyed. Okay, you're gonna make them enjoy things they never enjoyed. I do feel like your future spouse, they really love cuddling you a lot, and they love that you kind of make them very comfortable to be vulnerable. I do feel like future spouse could be not very comfortable with being vulnerable or cuddly, even though if they want to cuddle. As I said, they have like trouble with emotion. They have trouble with become looking emotional or being emotional. So you're gonna make them feel comfortable. They gonna feel comfortable with you, and it's just like they're gonna love the dynamic that you make them feel okay. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day, my lovely people, and see you later.